Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of a review of 3 different products from Nars. They've been coming out with a few products and I thought, why not jam all that in one video, and then I'm going to be able to do a wear test with all 3 products and just keep you updated. So clearly I'm not wearing any makeup, so I'm going to be doing my makeup in front of you and I'm going to be testing their new foundation. This is the Velvet Matte Foundation Stick and I'm going to be using the shade Deauville Light 4. I have just exfoliated lightly my skin and applied some moisturizer, so hopefully I don't have any dead skin, but we're probably still going to be able to see if it clings to that because I always have some. So the foundation looks like this. There is one side with the stick foundation and then there's one side with this sponge to basically apply it. Personally, I'm usually a bigger fan of using always a beauty blender. It's just my thing, but we're going to be testing it on one side with this sponge and then the other side with the beauty blender just to see if I actually end up liking it or not. We never know. I always like to check what the product claims to do because sometimes it's kind of like really far-fetched. And for this, they're saying that the foundation would work basically for everyone, which I mean, usually foundation don't work for everyone, so we're going to be able to test this out. I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to do this. So we're going to do this half with the sponge. I actually scratched that. Online they say that it's more for like a touch-up, so we're going to test it, but I don't think I'm going to try to apply all over my face actually. We'll see how it goes. But again, shade 4. Okay, let's try this on this side. It's not my perfect shade, but it's the one I have, so we're going to be able to still test it. They say it's medium coverage and it does feel like it's not going to be full. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this to apply it. It's soft, but it's just kind of weird, a bit small. Like, yeah, I don't like this. Okay, no, this is just weird. I'm going to apply it with the beauty blender because this is strange. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing half anymore because I'm doing it with the beauty blender everywhere, but let's try if we can cover everything. Are you excited for fall? Because I just got the flu, so I mean, must mean fall is approaching. But the leaves are already changing here, which is nice, but it's still warm. Actually, warmer than it's been this summer, so the weather is clearly confused lately. Let's see if I can build up the coverage a little bit wherever I have like pimples. So the beauty blender tends to sometimes make the product a little thinner, but it also helps them looking as natural as possible. So it could be more medium coverage. Actually, let me test it with a brush just to see if the coverage can be helped, but it's definitely not full coverage. They don't claim it to be. They say it's medium, which it is. Yeah, the coverage is a bit better if you use a brush, actually. But it is also a matte foundation, and I do have oily skin, but I do have dehydration, like I was mentioning. I get dry patches, and I can see the foundation. I'm going to try to zoom in a second so you can see, but I have dry patches on my nose, and I just tried to exfoliate it. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but I do have like a dry patch right there. Maybe, maybe not. And I was mentioning how I just had the flu. I still have it a little, so if I blow my nose, we're going to be able to tell if it resist the dryness on the side of my nose because they are, you can still see a little, I have some dryness there, so I wouldn't recommend it for dry skin. Okay, so I'm a little confused. I was checking out the mascara because I'm like, Audacious Mascara is not new, but I think this color might be new / limited edition, and it is the blue one, which I didn't realize. So apparently today I'm wearing blue mascara, which is something I don't do often, but I feel like we've all had like a phase of a few friends going through blue mascara in high school. So I mean, throwback today. So like someone wearing blue mascara today. It's okay. By the way, I wanted to update you because the foundation doesn't seem to be looking so great on my face. I'm gonna try to like zoom you in and adjust the lighting because I feel like from afar it looks like glowy and stuff. No. I lowered the lighting a bunch so you can probably see the texture a lot better, but it doesn't seem to be looking so great on my skin. So, by the way, funny story, my headband, I have a friend that just went through a breakup, which I know it sucks, but she's been rewatching Twilight, which let's not judge her, and she was home here getting ready with me and I was wearing this headband, and apparently it's the headband Bella is wearing in that movie, and we've been laughing at it for like way too long now. I'm gonna try to find a picture because it's dead on the exact same one and I have no clue where did she get it that's exactly the same, but yeah. So you know, if you're wondering, apparently I'm wearing the same headband as Bella. This isn't looking very blue. Like, my lashes are brown, they're not like black or anything, but this isn't looking so blue. And wow, I hadn't tried the Audacious Mascara. And can we just look at them bristles for a second? They kind of hurt. They're like a bit too long, I feel, to be this close to my eyes. I mean, it's separating, but it feels very dangerous. This is what it looks like. If you haven't seen any of my mascara videos, you would know, but I have really long lashes to begin with. They just don't have a curl. So some mascara that don't do much might look like they look okay. Like right now, it probably doesn't look horrible, but this is doing absolutely nothing for me. There's barely any curl. It wasn't fun to apply. It is separating, but it's not giving me length. It's not giving me anything, and it's barely blue, which, I mean, for me right now, today, it's kind of okay because I had some stuff to do. Although my foundation isn't looking so great either. I don't know, so far, not so great, which sucks because Nars is one of my favorite brands, and two products that are eh, but I'm very, very, very hopeful for the next one because, yeah. So I decided to test to apply a little bit of powder to see if it would help, and it made things a million times worse. So, like, especially on my forehead, it's looking so bad. Let me just apply the lipstick and then I'm gonna zoom you again, but the foundation, so not working for me. Like, huge no. Usually, a bunch of new products you try are like, you know, it's okay. Because obviously, companies are working hard on coming out with new products. They're not purposely trying to come out with bad products, but this foundation is not working for me. So Nars also came out with new liquid lipsticks, which obviously lip product lipstick, I'm gonna be testing it. Liquid lipstick. This one is the Powermatte Lip Pigment. I haven't tried them yet. I've been really excited to do so. And this color is literally calling my name because I've been talking about fall. This one is the color Rock With You. And the applicator is absolutely tiny. Like, so small. I wasn't expecting that. But I would say kind of like cake-ish like the other ones, but a little different. It doesn't seem to be too strong. Anyway, let's apply this. I don't know why, but the fact that it's super sized is almost making my life harder. Usually I just like, yeah, and now I'm like, oh, be careful. Plus side, the color is super even. I feel like very often the deep shades, actually let me remove this. The deep shades are uneven, or like very often like half of them at least are uneven. This one, perfectly even. It's super easy to work with. The applicator, like I was saying, it's super pointy and precise, so if you have thin lips, you will love this. Personally, I feel like it's almost making my life harder. I feel like I had to like go back multiple times to try and like line my lips properly because I would like not doing fully. With that said, I love the color. Stunning. It's drying pretty quickly. The formula was actually pretty liquidy. Usually those tend to dry quickly. Now I just wish I was wearing like dark eyeliner and like lots of lashes and it would be so pretty, but you know, we're going with it today. But oh, let me show you the foundation. It's horrible. So hopefully you can see, I tried to reduce the lighting and like zoom you in properly on my forehead, but this is looking so disgusting. I really, really dislike it. From afar it looks fine, but from up close, it's like I have like tiny, I don't know. So we're gonna put you back at that distance so we can talk without being, ugh. Yeah. The foundation is a no already, so maybe throughout the day will improve. We never know, although we kind of know. The mascara, we will have to see if it flakes or smudges or something, but so far I'm not personally a fan of it. And the lipstick so far is a huge thumbs up. I need to do the transfer test. So let's try the transfer. You can kind of see the foundation's a bit light for me right now. It's okay. So it's probably not fully dried, but I think it's going to be transfer proof. It's already kind of transfer proof, so At least the lipstick is the redeeming quality of the new products from Nars, but I mean, we'll have to see a bit later. 5 hours later, time to update, and I have to say, things are not looking so great, which I mean, can kind of see coming with what happened this morning, but the foundation is not looking so great. You can kind of tell that I am shiny, so definitely oily, but it's the way it looks on my skin. It really is just sitting on there, and it's just not looking so great. I might like powder a little bit, maybe on like half my face or something to see if it helps, but it's not looking great. I feel like the mascara is smudging, flaking a tiny bit under my eyes. The lipstick is still going strong, but there's a little bit of transfer whenever I'm like drinking or something. I had like a snack and some stuff to drink and there's definitely transfer whenever I am like, whenever the lipstick basically gets wet. So it's not like waterproof, but it seems to be transfer proof as long as it's dry. Actually, let me test it. So as you can see, there's a tiny little bit of transfer, so it's not bad. But if you're like drinking a glass of water or something, there might be a tiny little bit. But if you're like eating a proper meal and then, you know, lips pressed on the fork, there's going to be some transfer, but the lipstick is still on my lips. They are starting to feel a little bit dry though, so let me zoom you on everything and talk about it. So you can possibly, well, you can see the shine for sure, and maybe you can see the texture. I'm really hoping you're going to be able to tell, but it is not looking good. Like my skin looks like I'm wearing like makeup, but like not good makeup, you know, like it's just sitting on my face. I'm not liking it at all. It's emphasizing a lot of dry patches that I didn't even know I had, and just sitting on my skin and in my pores. It's a no. Mascara, hopefully you're gonna be able to tell, there's a little bit of like fallouts smudging right underneath on both sides. So again, there's some flaking for sure. And the lipstick, it's still everywhere, which is good. It hasn't moved around or anything. You can see a little bit on the inside has faded from eating, like I was saying, when you press your lips on a fork, for example. And it's starting to feel a little bit dry, like I was saying. It doesn't look dry, but it's starting to feel dry. So if you're super sensitive to dry lips, maybe not the best recommendation for you. I'm personally not sensitive to dryness, so I'm just like throwing it out there. Personally, I just feel a little bit like if I'm not talking for a while and like I'm trying to smile, I might feel it a little bit. But otherwise, I really don't mind. So I'm gonna keep wearing all of these. Let me apply a little bit of powder just to see if it's gonna actually help the texture or at least the shine, because I'm feeling oily right now. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit. I'm gonna try on one side first to see what happens, but I just hit myself. Okay. Yeah. You know when you're having like a really bad makeup day and you just want to like remove everything and put it back on again? That's how I'm feeling right now. Because the powder helps a lot with the shine, obviously, but it just doesn't help with the texture. I'm really confused. Like my skin never looks like that, like ever. Or at least it reminds me when my skin used to be dry and I would have like a reaction to something and it would basically look like I had like eczema on my face. This is what my skin looks like right now, and I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit. And this morning I had like maybe a couple on my nose because I'm sick, so yeah, no. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to update you for the lipstick, but the two other ones so far are no. If it wasn't obvious already, yeah. So see you later. So it's been just over 8 hours and I wanted to update you. You can kind of see again that the shine is back. And on the bright side, I feel like the oil kind of helped the dry patches. I feel like they're not emphasized as much, but I mean, is that a good thing right now? I don't know. It's still definitely, like the foundation is sitting on my skin and it's definitely like filling my pores. I can like definitely see it here. I'm gonna zoom you in a second, but like, yeah, at this point, I think we know the foundation, not a fan of. There's way more flaking under my eyes, so again, mascara, But from this distance, you can see the lipstick held on pretty damn strong. I have to say my lips are feeling dry, so I keep licking them, which is not helping the lipstick stay on, but considering it's still there after doing that so many times, pretty good. And again, I have had a meal, some water and stuff, and whenever my lips are wet, there is some transfer. If not, there's barely anything. So let's try again. You can see that there's some transfer, but it's not intense, so not too bad. So I'm going to zoom you in, try to apply some powder to see how I feel about this, and that's probably going to be it. So first off, the flaking. Hopefully you can see it well. There's definitely a lot of flaking actually under my eyes. I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. Oh. So yeah, it flakes. The foundation, you can see it. Let me try to powder it a little just for fun. Because if you have oily skin, like a lot of foundation, when I get oily, which happens, I'm super oily, so it happens, and just touching it up sometimes just makes it look good all over again. But sometimes it just really doesn't. And that seems to be the case with this one, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to like make it zoom like right there on the dry patch in between my brows. Do you see this? It's driving me mental. I just want to wash my face so bad. It's been a long day. The lips, you can see on the inside that there's definitely some fading, but again, it's been on for 8 hours. It survived one at least proper meal and some snack and some water. There's a little bit of fading in the corners too, but overall not too bad. I'm overall impressed. It is drying though, so if you have dry lips, do not recommend. Usually I try to wear my makeup for like 10-12 hours, but I really want to wash my face and my lips are feeling really dry, so I'm gonna just remove the lipstick on camera at this point. So I'm just gonna use some like waterproof makeup remover, and we're gonna try to remove it, see if it's not too hard. I don't know, it seems easy. So just use some waterproof makeup remover and you'll be good to go. So that's gonna be it. If I do a little summary, foundation, really not for me. Do not recommend if you have dry patches, especially dry skin. The mascara, the flaking, there's kind of nothing to do about it. It just flakes on me. And the lipstick, I am liking them. They're not for everyone, but I am liking them. And especially that color I was wearing, it's like super opaque and even. Very impressed with it, but drying. So that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video even though it was kind of a fail. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to not missing future videos. I will be linking on the screen some of the videos that I've done, so I highly recommend you check those out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.